welcome. So today I'm going to be doing my first budget since being debt free. If you follow me on Instagram at House of Adriana, I did my debt free post and we are now a debt free family. So this will be my first budget actually ever on my YouTube channel, but also since becoming debt free. So I'm so excited to share this with you. I did notice that a lot of videos out there show people trying to become debt free and their budgets and how they're doing all of that, but there's not too many budgets about how after being debt free, what are people doing and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of share along and show you where we're going now that we are debt free. I will be using my Erin Condren Life Planner. I did do a look through video of it that I recently just got. I've seen so many setups of this planner and it just seems really functional. So I wanted to give it a try with my budget. I do use a planner and I plan on using this life planner for everything, for lifestyle, for content, and for finances. I'm not the type of person to have 6 different planners. I will have 6 different sections, but not planners. So this will be like a catch-all for everything. And also, if you check out the video and you like what you see, I will leave a referral link down in the description box. And that's a referral link. I'm not an affiliate with Erin Condren, so this referral link will help you get $10 off your first Erin Condren order. So do check that out. Also, I did start an Erin Condren Planner Budget Babes group on Facebook, and that will give us a chance to focus on budgeting in our Erin Condren planners. There are so many ways to do it, and I just want to get people inspired and just budgeting so they can start winning with their money. So please do check that out as well if you are interested. So with all that said, thank you, and let's get started. Okay, you guys, so we're back. So let's get into it. If you do see it in pencil, I did do like a quick rough draft to see if all my fixed and variable expenses fit. So you will see that I do an April bill checklist and spending plan. I like to kind of have it all in one place. I like to have the checklist as the monthly bills do get paid, and I have different sections that I kind of keep up to date as I pay off the bills. So first things first, let's do it. So I will kind of be explaining also what our budget is in this video, since this is my first one and I haven't shared too much of our expenses. So like everybody, we do have a house payment. We are currently renting since we have sold our home. So we all have rent due, and this month it was $16.25. We got prorated because we actually paid for more days in March than we stayed. So $16.25 for April. We do have our utilities, and this month it is $115. We have propane, and I have yet to get a bill for that, so I do not know that one. We have DirecTV, and this one is high for April because we had a moving fee of moving all of our equipment and channel and all that stuff. So this month it is $375. I will let you know that moving is not cheap. We do have a subscription of Hulu, which is it's $5.99, but I budget $6 for it. We have Netflix. Who's watching Tiger King right now? We just finished that. And that one's $12.99, but I budget $13. I just round it. We do have internet. And that one is $74, but I do $75 just in case. We have our cell phone due. And that one I budget $125, and I've noticed that this one falls anywhere between $115 and $123. So I just do $125. We do have life insurance. If you do not have this, this is something I do recommend you look into. And that one we pay $38.10, and this one is just for my husband. I have yet to get one for myself. We have a Fast Track account. If you're in California and you drive to the Bay Area, you know what I'm talking about. And my husband does use this for his commute to work, and this one is $45 a month. We have one dog. Her name is Sierra. She's a German Shepherd. And I budget usually $150, but with the whole situation of the virus going around, we have yet to get her groomed. And I usually budget $150, but this month I'm only going to do $100. Maybe get her like an extra toy or something. I do have a traveling credit card. That's the perks of it, is there's for travel points, and that's through Chase. And we put different expenses on that one that we pay off. So I don't really put an amount because we just pay it off as we use it within our budget, within reason. We do have gas for the month. And this one I usually budget about $600 for the month between myself and my husband. But he will not be commuting as much, so I'm gonna give us a little bit less, but I'm still gonna say $400. I think that's gonna be plenty. And the almighty groceries, if you saw my post about this, moving and getting the shelter in place all at once definitely drove our grocery bill up last month, twofold. So I'm hoping to bring it back to what we usually budget for, and we are a family of 6 living in California, and we budget $1,200 for this. So I go ahead and I just write down my budget amounts right here. So I write down my budget amounts, and then as I pay them off throughout the month, I'll write down the actual amounts that I pay. And this will help towards the end of the month too, when I have to do a review or a summary of our budget. I just go ahead and look through and see. And then right here I have a notes and confirmation section, and this is where I write down the confirmation number, the due date, the date that I paid it. And then anything else, if I wasn't able to pay it all for some reason, I will put what I didn't pay in parentheses as like a less than. So that's what I add there. So then as you total this all up, I put total A, and this will come out to $4,197.10. So that's our budget for our fixed expenses. This is everything for the month. And then as we get into variable and our periodic expenses, usually that includes like special occasions of birthdays, going out and stuff like that. But with the whole shelter in place here in California, we're very limited. So that has been cut down dramatically as well, which I'm not hating it. So in this category, I'll go ahead and put eating out. And we don't do this very often, hardly ever, I would say. So I just do $50 for that. Our entertainment, this includes iTunes and games that we will buy for the kids, like on apps and stuff like that. Usually this is $10, but last month I think it was pretty close to $50. So I'm gonna go ahead and budget $50 for that as well. I am doing allowances this month. Allowances, and this is for me, my husband, and my kids. And we are doing $160 this month. And then I'll move on to our savings account. And I do have a Christmas account. I'm sure many of you do, as a mini savings fund. And this one I get $60 taken out every month. And my goal for this one is about $1,000. So this is our Christmas savings account. And then I also have another account which is called Financial Wishes. And this one I kind of just put extra money into. And that one I budget $100 for. And then, so what I usually do is add up our totals for A and B, and I think B is going to total up to $260. And then I will add that in over here in our expenses. So our total for expenses is $44.57. I'm not going to be sharing our income. I feel like sometimes people focus a lot on that and kind of work it out in their head, all the expenses and stuff like that. So I won't be sharing that. But what usually happens here is in the month of, for the month that you're budgeting for, you can do an expected amount that you plan on getting. And I label that one C, and then I put that one right here where it says income C, and I'll just put in what we think we're gonna get minus our expenses, what we're budgeting for, and then what's left over is what I put into our Vanguard retirement account. So since becoming debt-free and selling our home, we have a new goal of becoming financially independent and doing financial freedom as well. So any leftover, in someone's leftover amount, they would usually put that towards debt. What we are doing is going ahead and putting that in our Vanguard Target Date Fund. It's an investment account. I highly recommend that you look into those. It's kind of it's a set it and forget it fund. So there's not much you do besides contributing to it. But look into it. It's called a Vanguard Target Date Fund. So whatever our income is minus our expenses, what's left over is what we put into our retirement account. And then again, I track this throughout the month as well. I try to do weekly check-ins. It doesn't always happen, but I will do actual amounts. And this helps with, like I said, the monthly summaries. So that is our spending plan for April. And like I said, I do a bill checklist up top combined with a spending plan, and then I do income minus expenses and leftover to our retirement account. So this is our plan for April. It should be less than that if everything goes great. I wanted to try and do it, set up our expenses where they were less than $4,500. So we'll see what happens. Have any questions about the setup? I'm hoping to get stickers done. I'm hoping to find something that I can do for that. So hopefully next time on my budget video you will see that. All right, you guys, thank you. If you have any questions, leave them in the description box. Until next time, thanks for watching.